So, hello student. So in the last class we have studied about multiplexer circuits. As I have already explained you about the multiplexer, this is very important circuit. The purpose of multiplexer is as we are using it as a data selector. Now just the opposite of multiplexer that we will study in this class, which is known as your demultiplexer. Demultiplexer it is a combination circuit which has one input and many output. In case of multiplexer, what we have seen that it has many input and one output, and we have a switch and we have a selection line. The purpose of selection line used to select one of the input and connect it to the output. But in this case we have one input but many output. So which output line is going to select with the is going to connected with the input line? It is selected by the selector line. So it is also known as data distributor circuit or serial to parallel converter. Serial to parallel converter, data distributor circuit, because here the same input is connected with many output. So it is also known as data distributor circuit. Then what are the types of DMUX? Types of DMUX, that is always the input is constant but we have many output, as I have already told, and output is always in the power of 2. So 1:2 or 1:4 or 1:8. So this 1:2, 1:4, 1:8 means we have this side that indicates your input line. So we have only one input line and we have many output line. In this case 1:2 DMUX, that stands for 2 output line. 1:4 DMUX, that stands for 4 output line, just opposite of multiplexer. 1:8 DMUX, that means we have 8 output lines. Then what is the relationship between the number of output lines and the selection line? In case of multiplexer we have seen 2 to the power n is equal to 2 to the power m. In this case we have to see this output, and according to this output we have to choose the number of selection line. So in this case we have only one selection line. Here 4 can be written as 2 square, that's why we have 2 selection line. 8 can be written as 2 cube, that's why we have 3 selection line. So this is also a very important circuit with respect to your digital combinational circuit. It is a combinational circuit which has one input and many output, and it is also known as data distributor circuits. Now I will design the circuits. So now I am going to design a 1:2 DMUX, 1:2 DMUX. So as I have already explained you, 1:2 DMUX means we have a box. This box is your combination circuit, that we will see what type of circuit we are going to use, what type of logic gates we are going to use inside this box in order to say it as a DMUX. We will see that. So we have, as I have told, only one input, that is your information I, and we have 2 output lines, that is your Y0 and Y1. So as I have explained, if we have 2 output lines, then we have only one selection line, and this selection line, this is your 1:2 DMUX. So this selection line is going to decide which output is going to connect with the input, which output is going to connect with the input. So this is the switch. So if this Y0 is now connected with I, then Y0 is equal to I. If Y1 is connected with I, then Y1 is equal to I. The information is the same. We have a single line, single input we are giving here, but this switch decide which output going to connect with the input. And that's who is going to rotate this switch? This selection line going to decide which output is connected with the input. Then we will construct the truth table. So here S and output. So output, here we have two output, that is Y0 and we have Y1. So when S is equal to 0, Y0 is equal to I, Y0 is equal to I, and your Y1 is equal to 0. Y0 is equal to I means Y0 is connected with I when S value is 0. When S value is 1, Y0 is equal to 0, but Y1 is equal to I. Y1 is equal to I. That means when S is equal to 0, this switch is connected with Y0. This switch is connected with Y0. When S is equal to 1, this switch is connected with Y1. So this is a type of rotating switch. So now we will write its expression. Then now we will write the logic expression. So how to write? We have two outputs. So output will be always represented by this selection line and input. So Y0 is equal to what? Y0 is equal to S bar into I, and Y1 is equal to S into I. So this is the two output. So now we will build the circuit by looking into this logic expression. So basically this is a AND gate. So how it will be? So we have Y0 is equal to S bar I and Y1 is equal to S into I. So we have a AND gate. We need two AND gate because we need to express this S bar I, S into I. This can be built by your AND gate. So here we have S and we need a NOT gate because we need S bar. That's why we need a NOT gate. So this will be looking like this: S bar into I. Here Y0 is equal to, this AND gate will give you output Y0. So S bar is giving input and another input is I. Hence the output will be Y0 is equal to S bar and I. Next is we have S and I. So here Y1 is equal to S into I. So this is the two types of, this is your 2:1 multiplexer circuit. So demultiplexer circuit. So demultiplexer circuit only consists of AND gate. Hence this is a combination circuits of AND gate. Next we will see how to implement a 1:4 DMUX. One is to 4 DMUX. So as I have told, 1:4 DMUX means we need to create a box, and this box having 4 output lines. This 4 indicates number of output lines. Input is always a constant, that is 1. Now we have 1:4 DMUX. This is Y0, this is Y1, Y2 and Y3. Since we have 4 output lines, so 4 can be represented as 2 square. 4 is nothing but 2 square. Hence we have this power as your number of selection line. So number of selection line is 2, that is S1 and S0. So S1 and S0, how I am getting this 2? By consisting, because this output consisting 4 output lines, hence this 4 can be represented as 2 square, and we have minimum 2 input lines required to select all the output which is going to connected with this single input. So now we will write the logic expression. So before that we will see the truth table. So I am now going to construct the truth table. So we have S1, S0, Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. These are the all 4 output lines. So S1, S0 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Because 4 possible combination is possible. Because in digital we have only 0 and 1. This is your variable S1 and S0. So 2 variable means 4 possible combination of 0 and 1 exists. That is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So when S1 and S0 is 0, 0, this Y0 is going to connected with I. Remaining all are disconnected with the input. That's why I am putting here 0, 0 and 0. When 0, 1, this Y0 is equal to 0, but Y1 is equal to I, remaining all are 0. 1, 0, similarly Y0, 0, Y1, 0, but Y2 is connected with input I, Y3 is 0. 1, 1, 0, 0, 0 and Y3 is connected with I. That means when 1, 1 is, we are giving input here 1 and 1, Y3 is connected with I and Y3 value is equal to I, remaining all are 0. When 1, 0 is giving, Y2 is equal to I, but remaining all are 0. 0, 1, Y1 is connected with I, remaining all are 0. When 0, 0, Y0 is equal to I. So at a time only single output is going to connected with the input. So this is your truth table. So from this truth table now we will write the logic expression, which I am going to write here. Logic expression. So kindly remember this step. This is very important. We have to first draw this type of box and then we need a truth table, and from this truth table write the logic expression, and after this logic expression implement this by using your logic gates. So how I am going to write this? Y0 is equal to S1 bar, S0 bar and I. Similarly Y1 is equal to S1 bar, S0, I. Y2 is equal to S1, S0 bar, I. Y3 is equal to, we have S1, S0 and Y. So this is the 4 expression. So we need 4 AND gates. Here we need 4 AND gates. So this 4 indicates number of AND gates as well. This not only indicates the output, but also it indicates the number of AND gates required to design this demultiplexer. So let's see how I am going to design this. So we need a 4 AND gates because we have 4 output. So we need 4 AND gates, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This AND gate having corresponding to, this is your Y0, this is Y1, this is Y2 and this is Y3. And we need to draw 2 selection line as well as its complement. This is your NOT gate. When S1 is passing through this gate, here we will get S1 bar. Always remember that. So this is your S0 and we have also. So now we need to see Y0 is connected. When we will get the output Y0, that means when S1 bar, S0 bar and I. So here S0 bar, S1 bar and your I. Here S1 bar, S0 bar and I, that will give you Y0 is equal to S1 bar, S0 bar and I. Then we have Y1. Y1 means S1 bar, S0 and I. So we have S1 bar, then we have S0, then we have I. So this is Y1 is equal to S1 bar, S0 and I. Then we have S2, Y2 is S1, S0 bar I. So we have S1, then S0 bar, then we have I. So Y2 is equal to S1, S0 bar I. Then we have Y3 is S1, S0 I. So we have S1, then we have S0, then we have Y. So Y3 is equal to S1, S0 I. So basically this is your 4:1 box. So that box which I am constructing, only I am indicating here input line and output line, but actually the internal circuit consists of this. So we get that as a IC chip, but that IC means your integrated circuits. Will from the market you can get the IC chip directly for 4:1 MOX, 1:4 DMOX, but that IC chip consists the internal circuit of AND gate only. So we have 4 output, hence we need here 4 AND gate. So this is all about your demultiplexer. Then we will see another important circuit in combination circuit, that is your decoder. We'll see that. So decoder, this is very important circuit. As I have in the first class of my lecture, I have explained you when I convert a analog signal to digital signal, where I have taught you about two blocks, that is encoder and decoder. So this decoder is very important. It has many applications with respect to digital circuits. I have listed here 2 to 3 applications, and also I will show you how it is very useful to implement any logic circuits. So decoder, it is a combinational circuit which have many input and many output, not like your demultiplexer or multiplexer. In case of multiplexer we have many input and single output. In case of your demultiplexer we have single input and many output, but in case of decoder we have many input as well as many output. This is very important, many input and many output. So if somebody asks you what is a decoder, we can explain him that how decoder is different from demultiplexer. In case of demultiplexer we have single input but many output, but in case of decoder it is also a combinational circuit, but the difference between the demultiplexer and decoder is, in decoder we have many input and many output. What is the purpose of decoder? What is the application or purpose of decoder? The application of decoder, it is used to convert binary to other codes. In number system I have taught you about many other codes irrespective of your decimal, that is your binary codes, octal codes, hexadecimal codes, like that. Here binary to other codes, that means in decoder we will give input as a binary, that is 0 1. 0 1 we will give it as an input, but it will going to convert it into octal, hexadecimal or decimal. We will find its application in traffic lights, because in your digital watch the circuit, because the processing is done in digitally in your suppose in your computer, all the performance will be performed, all the operation will be performed by binary. All the logic circuits inside your computer or digital watch, it will operate on binary, but finally on display will not going to understand any binary signal. 1 0 will not able to decode it, but this decoder circuit will going to help you there, which is used to convert this binary to any other codes. That means binary to decimal, because if I write 1 1 1 1 1 1, we will not be able to tell what it is, but this decoder will consider this triple one. Suppose binary to octal, this is as 7 and this is as also 7, so 77 is the result. So 77 we can, this decoder circuit going to convert this 61 into the decimal number, that is your 77. So the purpose of decoder is very important, that it is application of decoder is it is going to convert binary to any other number system. It has also application like we can use this decoder circuit for implementation of your half adder, half subtractor, full adder, full subtractor, or any kind of logic circuit is implemented by this decoder circuit. We will see one application of this. So basically you need to remember, it is a combination circuit which have many input and many output. It is used to convert binary to other code, such as binary to octal, binary to hexadecimal, etc. Now we will see how the circuit look like. So we have two types of decoder, active low decoder and active high decoder. Types of decoder. We have active low and active high. I am going to design your decoder by using this active high. Active low you can study. This is your homework for you, active low decoder. From the book we can see many logics decoder is designed by using this active low circuits. In your examination they might be asking you design 2:4 decoder by using active high logic or active low logic. I am going to solve you this active high logic for you. Active high decoder. So suppose you are going to use, here we have 2:4 decoder I am going to design. So here we don't have any, in place of selection line we will have one enable line. This is your E, means E stands for enable. This is your enable, because this is a chip, this is a IC circuits, we need a enable. You have to apply some trigger signal or clock signal or any kind of electric current or voltage we are going to apply here, so that this circuit will work. For example, in active high we have to apply here 1, digital 1 means 5 volt, for example 5 volt we are going to apply this, so that this IC will work. If this E value is 0, then whatever input is connected will not getting any output. So for example, this 2:4 decoder, we have 2 output lines and we have 4 output lines, 2 input lines and 4 output lines. 2:4 decoder. So we have here Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. So we have here 2 inputs, that is your I0 and suppose A and B I am applying. two values as A and B. So now this is your decoder circuit, 2:4 decoder, 3:8 decoder, like that, and we have a external enable circuit which is act as a power supply, to this decoder chip. So now we will construct the truth table for active high decoder. We will construct the truth table. So the truth table is like this. So we have enable. So we have enable and A and B. This is your input section, and we have 4 output Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. So when this enable is 0, because this is an active high decoder, I have already told you, when this enable is 0, whatever may be the input, your output is 0, 0. Input cross means don't care. Whatever may be the value of input, output is always be equal to 0. When this enable is high, we have, for example, this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So when this AB at 0, 0, this Y0 is going to connected with the output. So Y0 will be 1 and remaining output is 0. When this is 0, 1, this Y0 is equal to 0, but Y1 is equal to 1, this is 0, 0. 1, 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is 0. 1, 1, your Y3 will be active high, remaining are 0. So this is the truth table, just like your DMUX. But here one external is enable, so you need to taking care of, because this is a active high decoder. Hence enable is 0, that means we will have output will be 0, because here no enable 0 means no power supply to the circuit. Enable high means power supply to the circuit, and we will get the output is connected to the input. So now it's time to design the decoder logic. So what will be the value now? So Y0 is equal to E means E A bar B bar, E A bar B bar. So Y1 is equal to similarly E means enable, A bar B. Y2 is equal to E A B bar. Y3 is equal to E A B. So this is your logic expression. Now it's time you can implement this. I have already explained you that which gate you will use for the implementation. Here we will get AND gate. So take AND gate, 4 AND gates. The output of the AND gate is like this: Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. Just you need to here A, B, and we have to take here this complement. And we have to give another, each gate is connected with one enable. So remaining we can connect here. So this is how we will implement design a decoder circuit. So the next class we will see one application of decoder, one or many application I will solve for you. Then thereafter we will study another combination circuit, that is encoder. So thank you.